3:30 a.m. the alarm went off, and the very last thing I wanted to do was get the fuck out of bed. Every single bone in my body was screaming at me, oh, just go back to sleep, just for 1 hour. You'll still be disciplined. You can still call yourself a savage because you'll still be waking up before 5 a.m. because you need your sleep, man. You won't be productive today if you don't feel rested. Boy, am I glad I shut that little bitch of a voice down before it had a chance to latch on, because I genuinely sat in my bed for like 10 minutes. I sat up when my alarm went off and I was fucking fighting the impulse to just roll over and go back to sleep. I had to make a choice in that moment. Did I want to be this optimal guy who always had to feel perfect in order to show up and perform? Or did I want to be this relentless savage, which I'm building myself into, the man who can show up no matter how he feels and fucking put in an honest effort? The man who doesn't let difficulty slow him down. And I decided that's the fucker I want to be. So now we're here outside the gym. It's a new gym today, so I'm gonna show you around while I do a quick little workout. It's not gonna be that quick because I'm gonna smash some arms, shoulders, get in the sauna, and it's gonna be a fucking beautiful day, because the more you sacrifice, the more you are rewarded with energy, passion, and conviction. Usually I wouldn't open with a machine, but today's a bit of a pencil neck day. My goal is to get a disgusting pump, still push hard as fuck, still go to failure, but it's not the day for heavy horsing. I can feel it in my tendons and my joints. You know, you can be surprised by what you can do even when you're sleep deprived, but it doesn't mean you should be a mindless idiot and break your body down, because let me tell you, there's nothing that will slow you down more than an injury. Let's fucking go. Obviously that wasn't pristine form. It wasn't all the way up to the top, all the way control back down, like the science nerds would have me do. But why do my side delts feel so cooked? Well, it's because I actually pushed myself. Even when I couldn't do any more side laterals, you saw just finish it off with some upright rows. Boom. Don't have to follow the rules, man. There are no rules. Oh wow, Matt, you're such a narcissist. Damn right I am. That wasn't very effective cardio, I'll be honest. I just kind of felt my forearms, felt my delts. Obviously got me a bit out of breath, but there's definitely better choices out there. However, I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, it's sort of just fatiguing my triceps and my shoulders, but only slightly taxing my cardio. I have no other choice. It's time to bite the bullet and do the exact exercise that I really didn't want to do, that I was trying to find any way around doing. But just like my morning wake up, this is the test, and this is the determinant as to whether or not I'm worthy and ready for the challenges that I'm asking for. So, it's time for the Bally Burpee. Most brutal conditioning that I've invented so far. Let's fucking go. 100 reps. I can't exit this spot until they're done. Only halfway done, fuck. This is easy, what the fuck am I talking about? I can literally do this all day. This is the way I'm gonna spend the rest of my life. Easy peasy. Yeah. Guess what? I'm in fucking control. Not the inner bitch. Let's fucking go. Another difficult promise set. Another difficult promise ticked off. Stacking the evidence of self-belief. I never would have expected that when I woke up this morning, I'd end up having this much energy and clarity, because wow, I just feel so elevated, in an amazing mood, ready to fucking conquer the rest of the day. And it's partially because of my training, it's partially because I beat that early morning alarm, it's definitely because I did those burpees that I really didn't feel like. And that sauna session at the end just pushed me over the edge, because I ended up having a chat with a lovely gentleman who's a new father, just talking about life and mindset and habits and, you know, wanting to become the best version of ourselves. And the more I speak to older people, the more I realise, man, how blessed are we as young, ambitious men who have no responsibilities, who don't need to sacrifice for their family yet, because obviously I need to support my family, my parents, my sisters. I need to provide, protect. I need to become a rock they can depend upon. But you know, while I'm still building myself up, that will come. But man, would that be infinitely harder if I had little baby mouths to feed, a wife that was already relying on me. How blessed am I to have the freedom to say, fuck getting a well-paid career because I need money now. Fuck working 3 jobs because I need money now. No. All I need is enough money to sustain myself, to pay my bills, to eat my food, pay for petrol, invest in myself through mentorship and coaching. And to do that, I don't need to work 80 hours a week. No, I get by just fine working about 40 hours a week, and that honestly feels part-time at this point. But I have the freedom, I have the creative freedom to turn on the camera and produce whatever the fuck I want in this world, have the exact impact that I want to have. How blessed am I, seriously, to have the ability to push through intense discomfort and pain, sacrifice my temporary peace of mind, and fucking execute on the hard shit that will progress me forwards. Like, I cannot express enough how little I wanted to get out of bed, go to the gym, and make a YouTube video today. But man, the more you sacrifice, the more you will be rewarded with unfathomable energy, conviction, clarity, passion, fire. That's what I'm going to keep repeating on and on and on. No matter where the direction of this channel goes, that will always be a core tenet. So I'm back from yet another training session. I literally went to my other gym just so I could record some more content for you boys, and that's coming in a later video. Don't get it twisted. I didn't record anything for right now because I'm working on a guide, like a full-on fucking course, a free 2-3, it might even be a 4-hour course where I dive really deep on, you know, training fundamentals, dieting, because I don't really talk a lot about technical details. As you can tell, it's mainly about mindset because I believe that's far more important. But I believe if I'm going to be as valuable as possible, I might as well also make the technical details so that you can fucking apply them. Nonetheless, I've made a free training plan if you still haven't gained your first like significant noticeable amount of muscle. Essentially, you're still a newbie, you're still a beginner, and that's fine because some guys go to the gym for 10-20 years and they still are a newbie. So if that's you, if you want a minimum viable program to gain you your first, I don't know, 15 pounds of muscle, then yeah, there's going to be a link. It's complete. Look, I don't need your email. I don't need you to DM me any gay little words. It's literally just
fucking click the link. It's an app, you download it, and you track your progress. You get those first few gains, and then once you do that, you come back to me for some in-depth coaching where we go beyond just the physique. But hey, whenever you're ready, bro, no rush. Anyway, man, how beautiful is it to be able to thoroughly enjoy some delicious, nutritious food after you genuinely feel like you've earned it through sacrifice and effort. Because I've been overcoming hella resistance today, and it's only just getting started. It's only 10 a.m. and already I feel like I've got more done than I used to in a week. So I've just got back from a little walk in the woods where I was actually filming yet another YouTube video for you, because I genuinely am in such a prolific creation phase that I might as well get the most out of it. Now, I'm not going to promise that it's going to be released tomorrow, straight after this one, because that would be too much for you. You wouldn't be able to handle it. Do you know what else you wouldn't be able to handle? Eating as many eggs as I do. What better way to recover from a night of sleep deprivation than testosterone maxing through cholesterol and all the micronutrients found in eggs? There was a task I procrastinated for quite a while. It was sitting down with a timer for 1 hour and just writing, pure flow state, like a long form article that I can then turn into a more structured, like actually well-made video, or I could just use it as like an email newsletter or something. And all day, because obviously I felt the sleep deprivation kicking in and kind of fried my brain a bit, doing some not optimal tasks, scrambling around on my phone and shit. And then the idea, this like getting started became harder and harder and harder. And so I was going for a walk and I was genuinely planning that I was just never going to do it today. I'll start tomorrow, But then a little wave hit me and I realized I was being a little bitch. I would have ended the day breaking a promise that I wrote the night before. And man, it took me about 20 minutes to get into the flow where the words were just coming out. I was enjoying myself. When that timer of an hour went off, I was almost a little bit disappointed because I wanted to keep going, but I set myself a constraint for a very deliberate reason and I stuck to it, and I felt so energized afterwards, because I'm going to keep saying this until I fucking die. Energy, passion, conviction, they all come after sacrificing, after doing exactly what you were trying to avoid. Man, what a way to end a day. Sweet potato and steak. How can it get any better than this? Oh, that's right, it can't. Peak nutrition, peak enjoyment, man.